They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Play clock winding down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
He may try and run for this. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The play clock's running down. Ryan. And he's got Sanu. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. It's hauled in by Hardy. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Again, Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down. And oh, not good here. Their field general is still down, and that would not bode well for this offense if he's unable to continue. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons sack, down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drive.
He finds Coleman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. Now Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught at the 1. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Second down, here's Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A wide receiver carry for Parker. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This a 33-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half. Chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Hey, let's go. Check.
On second down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Quick pass play there on the slant. Charles works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And he's got his man on the out route. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense. On
3rd and 1, Ryan Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Finding Gabriel complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Ryan will throw again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 42 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Franks for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell, and his guys will take over at the 20. Yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Ajayi, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to throw it. And throw right side complete to Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
and you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility,